by the learning. Thank you. And conclusion, you have to put it at the end. Don't talk about anything. Implication. Yes. Next one. Next one, Rita. Rita, what is she? Yes. Rita. Yeah.
Yang menunjukkan nama identitas itu nggak boleh. Kayak misalnya rumah sakit derajat pradana itu nggak usah. Jadi bapak judulnya tentang hospital aja, hospital Indonesia.
Kenapa?
Karena itu ada nah itu nggak boleh.
Daerah nggak apa-apa, daerah iya, nama itu kan sudah ada hak ciptanya tentang derajat peradilan negara itu nggak boleh. Kalau nama itu nama tempat KM meletakkan itu tidak apa-apa. Itu kan tempat.
Artinya di prosidingnya udah bisa.
Iya.
Kalau saat itu nggak usah di hanya public hospital aja kita.
Kayak kemarin saya datang itu juga nggak boleh dimasukin.
Nggak boleh ya?
Ini bisa coba.
Luar biasa. Mau tanya saya tadi.
Adem ini.
Apa sih? Kita di sini juga. Oh, di utama ya.
Dikira ada kuesannya. Takutnya nggak boleh ketemu. Bukan tempat derajat peradilan negara. Bukan tahu. Tahun yang nggak usah.
Yang punya saya udah tidak ada.
Pak pinjam ini Bu.
Thank you very much for the
Pindahin
chance.
ini dulu.
The honorable all of the team who are having conducting this conference, and congratulations for all participants who are joining this conference. And thank you very much for this chance which given to us and my friends, so we can present our research with the title "The Effect of Educative Game Tools Puzzles on Cognitive Levels of Preschool Children for 5 years in RW 011 Pondok Pinang, Jakarta City, Indonesia." The background of this research is based on World Health Organization data in the world. In 2009, the number of educated children stimulated by their parents amounted to 23.5%, while in 2010 it reached 27.30%. Whereas in Indonesia, in 2012, the number of children given educational games in 2010 reached 24.112 people, and in 2011 reached 25.100 people. The problem remains because there are still many children who have not been stimulated by educational games. And then the benefits of puzzles as playing media are to improve cognitive skills. Based on a preliminary study in RW 011 of Pondok Pinang region in March 2018, there were 10 respondents, in which 6 of them could not recognize colors, had difficulty in classifying objects using one characteristic such as collecting round objects or different colors. What are purpose of this study? Identify pre- and post-cognitive intervention image of preschool children for 5 years old. Identify whether there is influence of educational game tools puzzle on cognitive level of preschools. In the ICHAS cognitive development theory for children 4 to 5 years old, for 5 years old children start learning to read, count, draw, sing, and string sentences properly. And this research method, pre-experiment method with one group pre-test, post-test design approach. And the population and sample, the populations are preschoolers in RW 011 Pondok Pinang, Jakarta, totaling 50 children. By ICHAS Michael formula, the samples is 45 persons. What are inclusion criteria? The inclusion criteria are preschoolers willing to be a respondent and children are willing to play puzzle games. Parents allow children to be respondents. What are the exclusion criteria? Are children have limitation in communication and children have cognitive defects. And the results and discussions based on table 1, distribution of child cognitive development scores before interventions. The table 1, distribution of child cognitive development scores before intervention, the majority of the respondents is good. With the sample, with the n frequency, 14 respondents, or when the person is equal to 31.8 persons. Based on table 2, distribution of scores of child cognitive development after intervention is the majority of the respondents are good with the frequency is equal to 35 persons, and for the persons is equal to 79.5 persons. There were 23 children had cognitive improvement after being given interventions, and 14 children had no change in cognitive development. Child development will take place continuously, especially in childhood. The age of the child begins to experience a fairly rapid development because children aged 4 to 5 years old show the ability of activities to move, develop curiosity, and explore objects around them. And for bivariate analysis, my friends will present.
Bivariate analysis, the cognitive development of two children, the cases after being given intervention, were cognitive improvement of 23 children after being given on intervention, and 19 children and had to change in cognitive development use p-value 0.000. This is in line with research conducted by Sugani and Muloko, which her research result was concluded that there was an influence of puzzle game on autistic children level. The result of the research will support the research in Suryastini research. Her research result was conducted that there is a significant influence between puzzle game and children language development. Puzzle game influence social spatial intelligence before. Therefore, use of puzzle by practitioners and parents to support children cognitive development and their academic skill important area mission and vision. Conclusion. Their influence in response before and after being given treatment, namely cognitive enhancement of children on the result of the Wilcoxon test result of the calculation p-value 0.000 because the p-value of p-value less than 0.05 is statistically significant. And hypothesis zero detected with mean that there is an influence of education puzzle game 2 and the cognitive level of preschool 4 to 5 years in RW 011 Pondok Pinang, Jakarta City, Indonesia. Thank you.
Now next, India.
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Stuti. I'm from Health Polytechnic of Surakarta. My topic today is implementation of One Team, One Family Community Internship Program, Interprofessional Education and Collaboration, and we call it out of CPPAC within health student. Okay, our background that Health Polytechnic of Surakarta has 8 departments. So before students graduated, they must join in community dedication that we call it CPPAC. Each family within a community has different health problem and needs, and then health professionals are unable to solve the family problem through one profession only. Practically, in the working world, health professionals are encouraged to make collaboration. One effort to improve health professional readiness is by joining the interprofessional education or IPE, and then Poltekkes Kemenkes Surakarta or Health Polytechnic of Surakarta is implementing One Team, One Family Community Internship Program, Interprofessional Education and Collaboration or out of CPPAC, conducted by 8 departments. We have nursing, midwifery, physiotherapies, occupational therapies, orthotic prosthetic, speech therapy, acupuncture, and jamu or herbal. The objective of this study to examine the effect of autopsy CPPAC implementation within the health student on readiness, teamwork, perception to the other profession, and participation satisfaction. This is the interprofessional education framework that from fragment that have, and then we have interprofessional education that the last thing that we the student will improve or with IPA will improve health outcomes. The method is a quasi-experimental designed with a pre-post without control research approach. And then the research population covers all students registered joining auto CPPAC at Poltekkes Kemenkes Surakarta with a total number of 1,031 students. And then the samples collected using a total sampling, meeting with a total number of 1,031 students. And then this research utilized the readiness for implementation learning scale or used RIDLS questionnaire and as its measuring instrument. And then the research conducted in Mojosongo Sub-District, Jebres, Surakarta, starting on 19 July to 9 August 2019, involved 38 community units in Indonesia known as Rukun Warga with a total number of 1,066 of family health and in Sibela Community Health Center. And then the data analyzed using Wilcoxon test and multiple linear regression tests. This is the research subject characteristic that we have for nursing. We have 186, midwifery we have 183, and then physiotherapy we have 139, occupational therapy we have 141, orthotic prosthetic we have 93, speech therapy we have 116, acupuncture we have 84, and then for herbal or jamu we have 89, so the total 1,031. The result of the study, a significant difference of readiness improvement, teamwork, and perception on other professionals, and satisfaction of the research subject before and after joining autopsy CPPAC with p-value less than 0.001. And then the average improvement score of student readiness, teamwork, perception, and satisfaction are respectively by 63.2%, 62.5%, 62.57%, and 113.04%. The result of multivariate analysis show that the teamwork and perception significantly influence the student readiness in their collaboration with the other profession with p-value less than 0.01 with the influence value of 0.93%. And then our conclusion that out of CPPAC implementation may improve readiness, teamwork, and perception of other profession and student satisfaction. In interprofessional education or IPA conducted at Poltekkes Kemenkes Surakarta. I think this one, the student from Health Polytechnic of Surakarta that joined in the program One Team, One Family and CPPAC Community Internship Program, Interprofessional Education and Collaboration. So, one group student will look after one family, and this is the result of my research. I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the chairman for giving me chance to present my team research with the title is Special Model of Susceptible District of Dengue Fever in Ngeplak Subdistrict Boyolali. Good morning everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like drawing your attention to the number case of dengue fever occurrence in Indonesia is still high. In 2008, the morbidity number is 59.02 per 100,000 population. In 2009, IR is 68.22 and in 2010 is 65.7. Geographical information system model can show the description of spatial distribution of dengue fever case in the district so that it can identify susceptible level of district to the dengue fever occur. Let me now to the method of the research. The design of this research is observational analytic with cross-sectional approach. The sample of the research are all dengue fever victims recorded at Public Health Center in Ngeplak Subdistrict, Boyolali, Regency from 2016 up to 2017, which are 93 respondents. The data analysis is done by bivariate with test and spatial analysis in geographical information system approach using ICHAS software. Let me turn to the result of the research. From the univariate analysis, from the description of dengue fever case distribution, that dengue fever cases happen are 25 cases of 27% in Ngesrep village. Ngesrep village, yes. And in Mango, it's around 16 cases or 17%. 30 cases of or 14% in Gagak Sipat and Sindon village, and 12 cases or 13% in Sobokerto village. Spatial analysis, overlay of population density and the distribution of dengue fever. It has gotten a description that Sawahan, Pandean, Donohudan, and Gagak Sipat village are districts with the most population density among 12 villages in Ngempak sub-district Boyolali Regency. Overlay of free mosquito larva number and the distribution of dengue fever case. The description shows that dengue fever occurs in a low free mosquito larva status district, always higher compared to other districts. And the last is overlay of the wide of settlement percentage of the dengue fever case distribution. It has gotten a description that a district which has denser wide of settlement shows high tendency of dengue fever occur in that district. For bivariate analysis, first of all, the connection between population density and the number of dengue fever occur. It has gotten p-value 0.276. It means that statistically there is no meaningful connection between population density and dengue fever occurrence in Ngempak sub-district. Secondly, the connection between free mosquito larva and the number of dengue fever occurrence, it has gotten p 0.001. It means that statistically there is a meaningful connection between free mosquito larva number and the number of dengue fever occurrence in Ngempak sub-district. And the last is the connection between the wide of settlement percentage, the number of dengue fever occurrence. It is going to be 0.003. It means that statistically there is a meaningful connection between the wide of settlement percentage and the number of dengue fever occurrence. That's the picture of biting by mosquito. Now I would like to conclude my team research finding that this dissemination of dengue fever case in Ngempak sub-district is concentrated in district with dense settlement percentage and low free mosquito larva status. And the second is there is a connection between the distribution of dengue fever case and the wide of settlement percentage in Ngempak sub-district. Third, there is a connection between the distribution of dengue fever case and free mosquito larva status in Ngempak sub-district. Fourth, there is no connection between the distribution of dengue fever case and the population density in Ngempak sub-district. And the last is, especially the district that have the highest susceptible level to the dengue fever illness are Sindon and Gagak Sipat village. Suggestion. First, it must be an intensive surveillance activity of illness factors and dengue fever case, especially in district which has a very high susceptible to dengue fever case. Second, public health center could do an evaluation of surveillance activities that has been done regularly related to the existence of low free mosquito larva number. And third, it needs a better management of environment, especially village with very low free mosquito larva status. And the last suggestion is it needs to be done a campaign to wipe out mosquito nests continuously and more intensively
from the society so that the free mosquito larva status can reach more than 95%. And let me finish my presentation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Next one. Siri.
Yes,
You are ready? Yes.
So time is 8 minutes. Yeah, we can go to the slide.
Good morning, everybody. And thank you so much for time to me. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Siti from Politeknik Kesehatan or Health Politeknik Surakarta, Indonesia. And in this opportunity, I would like to present my study. It is about the effect of oral hydrotherapy on reduction of diabetic ulcer among people with diabetes mellitus, especially type 2. What I am doing is just CEPA. First is about the background or introduction, and then result methods and result and discussion. As we know that diabetes mellitus is a chronic metabolic disease characterized by elevated level of blood glucose, which lead over time to serious damage to the heart, blood vessel, eyes, kidney, and nerves, according to WHO 2016. And from the data, it can be seen that in 2017, we can see that the number of people suffer from diabetes mellitus is 420 million. And it is estimated that in 2045, there will be increase. And we can also see that almost all the world tend to be increase. Indonesia include in the top 10 rank country with the highest number of diabetes mellitus. And because diabetes mellitus is a chronic disease, diabetes mellitus can cause some complications, both macrovascular complications and microvascular complications. One of them is diabetic neuropathy, and it can lead to diabetic foot ulcer. Diabetic foot ulcer is an infection, ulceration, or destruction of inner connective tissues related to neuropathy and peripheral vascular disease in lower limbs. 10 until 25% of diabetes case lead to diabetic foot ulcer, and almost 80% of amputation occur in DFU. So that's why a study is to find out the effect of oral hydrotherapy on risk reduction of diabetic foot ulcer in patients, especially type 2 of diabetes mellitus. Why I was interested to take the oral hydrotherapy because in diabetic management, one of them is use complementary therapy, and one of the complementary therapy is hydrotherapy. So we conduct the research by provide sample